What's going on, Canes fans? I would say what's going on to the NC State fans because I welcome fans of all opposing teams, even if you don't root for Miami. But I'm going to be real with you guys, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I promise you, cross my heart, poke a needle in my eye, whatever the heck that little saying is that we used to say when we were kids, right? I've never seen an NC State fan. I've never met or seen an NC State fan. Is there possibly one or two here tonight? Honest to goodness, I would love to see it. I would be absolutely ecstatic if there was an NC State fan here. But I've never seen NC State gear for sale. Like, can you buy NC State gear? Hold on. NC State shirt. By golly, it does exist. You can get Wolfpack gear. Oh my goodness gracious. It looks to be a little overpriced, but that's probably because they don't sell many. So when they do sell one, they have to try to make as much as possible. Wow. I am very surprised. Oh my goodness. So how the heck are you guys doing tonight? We're going to give it a few minutes as we wait for some people to roll up in here. How you guys doing? I'm not Jeff. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious. I'm not even trying to make a joke. I've just never met one. Seriously. Hurricane Logan, what's good? Crip in the building. Crip, you calling in tonight? I will hold the line for you, my friend. I hope so, because I'm looking forward to talking to you for the first time ever. Maybe? I think it might be Crip's first time ever calling in. We got Greg Bush in the building. John Bird kicking it off with the top donation, $10, John, before the stream even starts. My man, thank you so much for the love, bro. Who else we got? Corey Gray, House of Handles, DJ Moss, Canes Football Talk. Everybody's showing up tonight. I'm going to be real. I'm a little bit... You just found a North Carolina State ceiling fan for about $300. So that is what they're doing, Cypher. There's price gouging because the fans are so limited that, once again, they've got to make as much as possible. Nick 305, what's going on, man? I'm going to be real with you guys. And this obviously isn't meant towards you. You're here. We're hanging out. We're talking Miami football.
To where to you?
631. All right.
631 area code Coop.
Crip, thank you for the $2, man. I would have got that without you donating. I appreciate that, bro. I got to tell you guys a story about Crip here in a minute. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in the amount of hype that this game is generating. I think that people are sleeping on, Canes fans are sleeping on how important this game truly is. If Manny Diaz wins this game, guys, it's his first win off of a bye week in his 2 seasons as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. Do you know how big that is to get over that hump, to overcome that curse? That would be huge. I also think people are forgetting that if we take a look at the ACC standings, the 3 ACC teams, let me make myself smaller just to make sure you can see this. The 3 ACC teams right here, Notre Dame, Clemson, Miami. Well, guess what? Notre Dame is undefeated. Clemson undefeated. Well. That changes Saturday because Clemson and Notre Dame are playing. So one of them is going to be given a loss. It's obviously... Notre Dame's getting a loss on Saturday, right? I'm just being real. So what I'm getting at is every other team below Miami has at least 2 losses in the ACC already.
I am back, Hoop. LOL.
Thank goodness,
is going
Bergie.
Back to normal so I can participate a bit more. Hope all is well, Coop. Missed being part of the show.
Hey, Bergie, can I get everybody to confirm? Thank you for the top dono, Bergie. I'll get you up there, man.
Your helmet.
Can I get everybody to confirm that we've asked about Bergie for the last 2 weeks? Every single stream I've said, dang, I wish Bergie could call in. During the games, I was like, donations or not, it ain't about the $3 touchdowns, man, nothing. I've mentioned your name every stream, saying I hope he's all right. I hope everything's going well with him. So, Bergie, thank you for the love and the support, man. Welcome back. Danny Mercado with the 5. Appreciate you, bro. 24/7 Canes. I'll let it read it out, bro, with the $10. Appreciate you, man.
Politics have my head spinning. But the Canes will bring me back. Update, the website is almost finished too.
Nice. Heck yeah, 24/7 Canes. I know, man. That stuff. My advice with the political stuff is I don't check it at the end of the week or next week or something. There'll still probably be some kind of shenanigans going on. Just check back later. You know what I mean? Try to keep your stress level low. Thank you for the $10, 24/7 Canes. Appreciate you, man. So the importance of this, overcoming the bye week curse, but also keeping Miami as a one-loss ACC team, because then that means there's only going to be one undefeated team left, and then two teams in the ACC that have one loss. Everyone else, starting with Virginia Tech, already has at least two losses. Virginia Tech, UNC, NC State, Wake Forest. That's very important. So that's what makes it kind of crazy to me that a lot of Miami fans don't seem very hype. I've had a couple of discussions back and forth on social media, and a lot of Canes fans are like, whatever, Coop. I might watch it, I might not. Is it because it's a Friday game? Like, is that what it is? Or is it every time there's a bye week, Canes fans are just kind of like, I went a week without football. I don't really know if I'm going to get back into it the next week. Like, what is it? I don't understand. Like, I'm so hyped for this game. I don't know, man. David, what's going on? Miami boy, what's good, man? Yeah, so what's interesting, guys, is with this game, of course, it's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina at Carter Finley Stadium. And we're going to take phone calls tonight, guys. So get your phones ready. I want to hear your score predictions for the game. What's interesting is, from what I've heard, they're only allowing like friends and family at the game. Don't quote me on this. I can't confirm it. But supposedly there's only going to be like 4,000 or less fans there, which I kind of think is okay, I guess. I don't know. It's not like there would be a ton of Canes fans there. I don't think there would be a ton of North Carolina fans there either, but it's just kind of interesting. So, hey, it's good to see you, Landon. What's going on, man? What's up, Coop? How you feeling, bro? Still kind of bad, man. I've been chugging this Pedialyte, bro. Doing my best to stay hydrated, get those electrolytes and prebiotics and whatnot to try to feel better, man. I heard that you're a little nervous about this game, Lenoris. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. So we're going to get into it tonight. I'm going to give my spiel, and then I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to call in. So Miami, of course, coming in ranked number 11, 5-1 with the one loss to Clemson, the number one team in the country, facing the unranked NC State Wolfpack, coming in at 4-2 with losses to North Carolina and Virginia Tech. That really hurts them a lot. Tomorrow night, Friday, yes, Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. The one announcement that I want to make before we get into it. How many of you have one? Let me see them. Let me see a show of hands. Yes, Coop is plugging it again, and I'm going to tell you why I'm plugging it again. Everybody's going to be like, dang, man, Coop is just trying so hard to sell these shirts. He's trying to make all this money. I'm going to tell you why I'm plugging this Don't Be a Fan Later shirt so much. I sold them 2 years ago. We sold 20 of them. And then I would say once a week for the last 2 years, someone says, Coop, when are you going to bring back the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt? Coop, I didn't get a chance to get the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt. So what I'm telling you is I'm making sure that I get the word out. So at the end of November, when these shirts disappear again, because it's a limited time, I'm only selling them until November 30th. When they disappear again, no one can say, Coop, I didn't know that they were back up for sale. I'm plastering it everywhere. If you want one, you better grab it until the end of November, and then they're gone. If you want to. No obligation, no pressure. I'm just putting it out there so people know if they want one, they better flip and get it. Let's hop over and take a look at the ESPN. You got it in black, Phoenix Skies? I sure do. Available in 16 different colors from sizes small to 5XL. So we even got them for the big boys. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Hurricane Kilo, what's going on, man? So Miami's still a favorite in this game, understandably so. What did I want to look at here? Statistics, we already kind of talked about it in the preview video. Not a big reason to focus on any of this. Again, NC State, though, however, without their starting quarterback Leary, going with the Florida State transfer Hawkman. That does absolutely impact this game. It impacted the North Carolina game, where he splitted snaps between Hawkman and I'm going blank on the other guy's name at the moment. But that absolutely does impact this game, 100%. Let's see. That's the wrong game. I'm looking at North Carolina. Anyways, it's going to be Hawkman that starts anyway, so that's who we're going to see taking the snaps. On to the weather report for tomorrow night. It's going to be, do you guys consider this chilly? 61 degrees? I think that kind of is, especially for some of these South Florida kids. Just saying. I bring it up every time we play a game in this kind of weather. At least it's not going to be raining, right? 10% chance of rain, but 61 degrees roughly at kickoff, dropping into the 50s. That's a wee bit chilly. So it is going to be a little bit chilly tomorrow. NC State opting to break out the blackout for this game. So what I find interesting here is NC State rocking the blackout. Well, guess what? How fitting is it? Miami fires back with the Stormtrooper. The whiteout, the white on white. That's going to look dope on the field, I have to say. 61 is not cold. I beg to differ, Chris Brown. I beg to differ, man. 61 is getting chilly, man. So we got the blackout versus the whiteout. That's going to look pretty dope on the field. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Another thing I wanted to actually ask you guys before we dove into the Miami conversation. We're getting there. You guys know I like to run my trap for a few minutes. Who do you have winning this game on Saturday night? Clemson or Notre Dame? I realize it's unrelated to this game, but it does definitely impact the Miami Hurricanes because, of course, we're trying to chase after that ACC championship appearance, and Notre Dame is currently standing in the way at 6-0 in the ACC. Are we really going to let the Notre Dame Fighting Irish make an appearance in the ACC championship game? Who do you guys think is going to win it? I'm seeing a ton of people say, Coop, without Trevor Lawrence, there's no way Clemson beats Notre Dame. Man, I got Clemson beating Notre Dame by probably like 3 touchdowns. I ain't even playing. I don't care if Trevor Lawrence is playing or not. I think Clemson absolutely demolishes Notre Dame. Maybe they keep it close in the first half, but Clemson is going to take care of business in this game. No Toby, Trevor Lawrence is out. He's not playing. Unless some kind of miracle happens between now and Saturday night, Trevor Lawrence is not playing in the Notre Dame game. So nobody thinks Notre Dame will win? Okay. All right. I can get on board with that. I know the Stormtrooper unis. I love it, Yancey. I know. I'm going to be looking forward to that game, honestly. Watching, again, of course I'm not a Clemson fan, but watching them give Notre Dame a big fat L. So, again, a couple of other things I wanted to touch on. I know that many considered NC State a dark horse potentially for the ACC coming into this season, and they looked the part a little bit early on. They just had to drop that one loss to Virginia Tech. But I think with Bailey Hawkman as their quarterback, once again, the Florida State transfer, I just don't think that they can take care of business. I think that, of course, that they're really kind of out of the running for that. I don't think that they're all that. The man in his limited snaps so far this season has thrown more interceptions than touchdowns. 4 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. I think that we could potentially rattle him early in this game and really wreak some havoc. Notre Dame, never been an Irish fan. You think they'll win, John? Really? Man, I'm surprised. I just don't think. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. The big thing that I want to see coming into this matchup is I'd love to see Cameron Harris pick up some rushing yards in this game. He started out so strong early in the season, and now he's been getting like 25 or 30 rushing yards a game. Now, it's not all on Cameron. Don't worry. I've watched the tape. I know that the O-line has been struggling to open up some lanes, and some of the run plays have been questionable, especially with the timing on them. But I would love to see Cameron Harris have a good game because it feels like it's been quite some time. And I think that would help him out a lot because you guys have seen him tweeting about being disrespected and whatnot, and there's been questions on who that was meant towards and whatnot, and then he deleted the tweet. But I would love to see him build up his confidence a little bit by getting some serious rushing yards in this game. So 1 or 2 last things that I wanted to say, and then we're opening up the phone line, guys, is I want to make it very clear. There's been some talks about this. I know, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I get you, man. I get you. The defense, as far as creating turnovers and sacks, has been unimpressive overall so far in the 2020 season, I would say. Just my opinion. If we do lose this game, I'm just putting this out there, okay? I'm looking for feedback. I want your opinion. If we were to lose this game, I want to put it out there that Manny Diaz is absolutely not on the hot seat. I do not think that you could realistically fire any college football coach after the 2020 season. And I'm curious to see what you guys say. It's with the unique circumstances going into this season, with all the COVID-19 stuff, with all the weird protocols, players having to quarantine, coaches having to quarantine, there is no way, because I've seen the topics posted on forums about Manny Diaz being on the hot seat if he loses to NC State, messes this 2020 season up. Guys, you want me to show you what this season has on it? Hold up. Let me show you. I'm going to give you a visual representation here. You guys know what this is? The only team that is going to say this is not on the 2020 season is going to be the team that wins the national championship. Guaranteed. The team that wins the Natty is going to be like 2020 counted, bro. Hear me out. 2020, this season has a huge asterisk beside it, and it always will, forever and always. The year that we played college football with quarantined players and coaches dealing with COVID-19, limited or no fans, 2020 season has a big fat asterisk on it. So no, Manny Diaz is absolutely not on the hot seat if he loses this game. Will Canes fans be livid, including myself? Absolutely. But he's not on the hot seat. He's not going to get fired. I'd be surprised if any coach got fired, to be completely honest with you. Before I open up the phone lines, you guys already saw my score prediction. What do you think about mine? I've shown you mine. Now, before you show me yours or tell me yours, what do you think about mine? 34-13. I could absolutely see this. Again, NC State, I think, is going to struggle a little bit. They've been putting up points, but again, they got the second-string quarterback because their starter broke his leg a few weeks ago. You hate to see that. I always say you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So I'd like to play NC State at their best, but it is what it is. Super limited fans. I realize they have home field advantage, but that kind of drops some with less fans. 34, I think, is reasonable for Miami against this NC State defense. Too low? Which one? Too low for Miami? Okay. All right. So I got 34-13, but you're going to have an opportunity to call in tonight and give me yours and tell me why. So let's get the phone lines open up, guys. We're keeping the stream short tonight. The cutoff time is 9:30. I'm going to give it about another hour, and then I actually have some things I have to do, so then I'll have to wrap it up. There's an NC State fan. Where? I'm looking. I don't see him. Bro, I don't see him. I would love to meet one. I kid you not. I'd love to meet one, but I don't see one. NC State boy. We found one. The Holy Grail. Guys, an NC State fan. Goodness gracious. NC State boy 07. Rep your squad, bro. You are surrounded by a bunch of lions. I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, okay? There's 95 viewers in here. We're climbing. 94 of them are probably Miami Hurricanes fans. So just, bro, you are an injured young antelope surrounded by lions. I'm just going to warn you, okay? But rep your squad, man. You're more than welcome here, all right? Let's get the phone line opened up. The first thing I'm doing, though, guys, is I'm holding the phone line for my man, Crip. In this channel, I told you guys I was going to tell you a story about Crip. Crip was the first person ever to donate an astronomical amount to this channel. Back when I had the whiteboard. How many of you remember that? When I was rocking the whiteboard. And Crip donated $100 to me, which absolutely just blew my mind. I almost had a heart attack that day. And he sat on top of that board for so flipping long, and I've never forgot that, Crip. I've never flipping forgot it, bro. That was just uncalled for, right? I've never forgotten it. And while I'm getting the phone line opened up, it's going to take me just a second, guys. I would like for you guys, we've already had this discussion. I know, we've already had it, but maybe some of you missed it. I need you to put a number in the chat for this right now because this determines if we can still be friends anymore. So, Crip, I'm going to hold the phone line open for you. 631 area code, bro. I'm going to get it open, and then give me a call, man. But while I'm getting it open, I need you to select a number and put it in the chat right here. And if you put the wrong thing, then we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry. Because there's only one obvious answer here. I know. Coop, we already had this discussion in your community tab and on your Twitter. How do you like your steak? 1 being rare, 5 well done, and it works its way through. There's only one obvious answer here. There's only one correct answer. Everything else is wrong. And we can't be friends anymore unless you pick the correct one. I'm sorry. I'm going to get the phone line opened up. Well, I'm seeing a lot of people that I can't be friends with anymore. The obvious answer, the correct answer here, guys. Here, let me help you. Let me help you. All right, we're going to try something here, guys. Are we back? Are we back? How weird, man. How flippin' weird. Put a 5 in the chat if we're back. Put a 5 in the chat if we're back. Put a 5 if we're back. Oh, thank goodness. So you guys agree? That absolutely it. Got him. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Gotcha. Alright, I tricked you. Fair enough. Alright, so yeah, there's many of you, I'm sorry guys, we can't be friends anymore. Well done is the only way to eat a steak, number 5. If it's anything less than number 5, if it looks like number 4, it's getting sent back to the kitchen. If it looks like number 3, it's getting sent back to the kitchen. If it looks like 1 or 2, I want a refund and I'm leaving and I'm going to a different restaurant. Period. I always, listen guys, my parents taught me growing up. Yeah, refresh. Why am I saying refresh the stream if you can't hear me? If you can't hear me, then you're not hearing me telling you to refresh the stream. We'll wait for a couple people to pile back in here. Hopefully it keeps it as one stream. I don't know what it's going to do about that, but my stream program froze. So, you like flavor in your steak? But does anything less than 5 just taste like blood, right, Bergie? Does it not? My parents told me that if you eat steak that has any pink in it, that it will rot in your stomach, and shortly after you'll pass away. And that stuck with me for forever. Jonathan Flagg, what's going on, man? We're waiting for people to pile back in here. We were creeping up on 100 people, and then my stream crashed. So we're waiting for a few people to hop back in here. Crip, are you ready to call in? Listen, that's what my parents told me. NC State Boy 07, I appreciate the sub, man. You're more than welcome to call in and speak your opinion. This platform is open to all Miami Hurricanes fans or fans of opposing teams. Any steak sauce? Honestly, Yancey, not for me. I used to dig the A1. I used to rock with the A1 big time. And many of you are going to say it's because I needed some flavor on that well-done steak. I know, I set myself up for it. But I want to scrape a little bit of the blackness off of it where it's been overdone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see if we can get the phone line open up. Crip, you ready? I'm holding the phone line for you, bro. 631. I'm waiting for you to call in, Crip. Give me a call, bro. You like Heinz 57? I've never tried that. I've never tried it, man. Welcome back, Canes Football Talk. So this stream's going to be kind of jank and messed up since we dropped. So there are going to be a lot of people who don't know to refresh the stream or maybe just hit the door since the stream froze. So You pick 5 Lenore's, we can still be buds, man. We get along just fine, bro. So the phone lines open up, guys, right up here. 865-229-4131. I would like for Crip to call in and give his opinion on this game. You can call in, guys, discuss it, give your score prediction. You can go into detail or not. You could literally call in and be like, Coop, Miami 55, NC State 0. That's all I got to say. And I'd be like, hey, thanks for calling in, bro. That's it. Salt and pepper, anything else ruins the meat? Interesting. You would love my mom's cooking. Does she cook everything well done, Chris? I did. Did I try too early? Give me a call, Crip. 865-229-4131. I'm holding it for you, bro. All right, Tyler. Sounds good. I'm just holding it for Crip, guys, and then it's open to all. That ain't Crip. I'm waiting for Crip, y'all. 631. Oh, my goodness. Here he is, guys. Here he is. My man. Please tell me this is my man. My good friend.
Yes, Coop. It's me. It's Crip. Yes.
It's Crip. Bro, what is going on?
How you doing, man? You seem to be doing pretty well with your mono.
I'm
You're taking it in stride.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I really do think I'm on track. A lot of people who've not had mono probably think I'm milking it. Honestly, I don't want to milk it. I have so many things going on, like in my life right now, like good things that I want to be excited about, that I need to work on, that it's holding me back because I feel like crap. So I think I'm on track, though. I think I'm heading in the right direction.
Well, first of all, Coop, I missed the last stream, and I know you wanted people to ask you a juicy personal question. So can I ask you that juicy personal question on here to show them how to ask a personal juicy question?
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear none.
All right, let's go for it. All right.
All right, what I want to know is, have you ever gotten high? You ever smoked weed or did mushrooms?
I have not, no. And again, the point of that stream was 100% transparency. Do I have any issues with it? No, none whatsoever. I just personally have not.
All right.
But I got no problems with it, people who do.
I have another question about that picture over your left shoulder.
Yeah?
Where'd you get it?
I got it from a place called Displate. It's DISPLATE. It's actually a metal poster, and they're held up on the wall by a magnet that you can remove and put anywhere else on the wall. So it's really flipping cool, to be honest with you, because you just take that magnet, put it up, and then it holds the metal poster onto the wall.
So how much did the Rick poster cost?
I think it was like $30. They are kind of expensive.
Oh.
But it's pretty dope. They have a whole section of Rick and Morty. I'm sure as you gather, because like you said, these are kind of some of those juicy questions I was looking for in the Q&A. I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, big time. Anxiously awaiting the next few episodes for this season, man.
I'm a big Rick and Morty fan, too.
Sweet.
And just so you know, I am wearing the Don't Be a Fan Later shirt that I got from you when I donated that $100 a long time ago.
I think you got the black one, right?
Yes. But I need a new one because it's kind of like worn out because I wear it all the time.
Well, how about this? Shoot me a message on Twitter, and I'm going to send you one for free.
You mean Instagram?
Instagram's fine. Instagram or Twitter. Shoot me your address, and I'll send you one for free. I'm not playing.
Oh, that's awesome. Coop, and I also wanted to let you know that I have, because I got hit by a car, I have a settlement pending, and when I get that settlement, you have a big surprise coming.
Oh, you ain't got to worry about it, bro. I appreciate it, but
no, I'm gonna need your PO box for this thing.
Sounds good. I can get you the info, but don't feel obligated, man. I just enjoy hanging out with you. I'm serious.
Don't worry, I got plenty of money coming to me.
But yeah, don't forget to send me that message after the stream, though, for real, and I'll hook you up with one of those shirts, man. You were probably the first person to buy it, the original, the first time I had it, and like I said, only like 20 people bought them. So it's kind of, again, like I've said, like a little exclusive club. So I'll hook you up with another one.
And I was kind of upset when I was watching the other stream with the questions that you had a gaming channel. And you never told me, but I'm following it on Twitch, so yeah. so we're good.
Yeah, I usually play a lot of MMOs, which a lot of other people here probably don't play, but I did download Warzone yesterday, all 162 gigs of it. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can tackle the BR scene. But so, Crip, what are you thinking about this game? Like I said, I'm a little disappointed because I don't feel like Canes fans are that hyped for this matchup for some reason. And this game is huge.
I have an issue about how the fans have been acting about how we've been winning. As long as we win, a win is a win. You know, a lot of times, like the last few years, these close games, we would have lost them. We would have lost every one. Pittsburgh, whatever the hell we had a close game, we would have lost it. Last year, the year before that, they're turning into victories. What more do you want? We have one loss. When's the last time we had one loss?
Yeah, I will say what's interesting, and I get it. Again, as Canes fans, we set our expectations so high, and every year it's a national championship or bust kind of scenario. I get it. But if you were to tell me last year, like right after the last game, after that LA Tech game, that embarrassment, with the kind of season that we had, if you would have been like, Coop, 6 games in, Miami is 5-1. Your only loss is to Clemson. How do you feel? I'd be like, bro, I'm feeling pretty dang good. If you were to ask me that last year, and I think many people will agree with that. It's hard to deny that. I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm happy with that. I'm content.
Because trust me, even when I was watching Miami when Randy Shannon was the coach, I had a hard time watching it. You know, I was like, what's going on? You know, but now I see different. I see improvement. I see fight in the team. I see like they don't want to go down in a loss. When it hits the fan now, they step up and fight back. They don't fold like past teams. They got heart. They got passion. They got that Coop passion.
Hey man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna send them my resume and see if they'll create that hype coach position. That's what I need in my life, man. Miami Hurricanes hype coach.
Well, if you want me to give any insight on this upcoming game, I do believe the Canes are going to win, but I don't believe it's going to be like fireworks right off the bat because there are players missing due to COVID. So it's going to take a little bit for it to get going, but I think once it gets going, it's a wrap for NC State. Because we are the U, and they are NC State. Okay.
Yeah, that it could potentially have a slight impact for us with the COVID stuff, but I don't know. I still don't know. When I filmed that preview video, I was hearing between like 6 and 12 players for Miami out, but as far as I know, don't quote me on it, I don't know of any big impact players. Like we're not talking De'Aaron King or Will Mallory or Brevin Jordan, because Brevin Jordan's actually making his return in this game, or some of the other big impact players. And of course, every player is important. We need the depth, and obviously I don't want anyone to get COVID-19 anyways. But as far as I know, it's not any big impact players for us necessarily. But that could change. It's obviously day to day. I think they even test the day before the game, so probably today. So there's no telling for sure.
And listen, I just want to clear things up about the Crip in my name because a lot of people have been asking me questions about it. It has nothing to do with what you think. It's short for being crippled because I have cerebral palsy, and I spell it with a K so people don't get it twisted. But yet people still get it twisted.
Yeah, I like that though. But hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, Crip. Are you willing to give a score prediction on this game? You don't have to, just if you want to.
What? The Canes all the way, 45-13.
45-13. All right, so 11 more points than what I have for Miami, but the same prediction for NC State. I think 13 could definitely be accurate. But
Coop, I've been trying to call you for the longest in the past, and I never got in. I am so grateful you let me call.
I hear I'm a hard guy to get a hold of. So.
Oh, yes, you are. And I have your number in my contacts, your calling number, so it's not hard for me to call you.
But as always, Crip, it's a pleasure to have you hanging out, man. I know the chat loves you. I know you're always here early in the stream spamming the emotes and stuff, and I love to see it, man. And
So
again,
I love the new Sebastian emote.
you like it?
Yes.
That's a good one, man. It's actually, if you look close, I know it'd be kind of hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it's actually the design off of the shirt. I just kind of edited it down. That's hard to say. Edited it down in
don't be a hater.
Photoshop. So I think it's the same. It's just kind of his top half of his body. So, but spam it up, man. I love to see it.
Oh, I have been.
But hey, Crip, as
All right,
always,
I want to let other people call in, Coop. I don't want to hold up the line because I want other people to call.
sounds good, bro. Like I
Okay.
said, just make sure you send me that DM on Instagram, and I got you, bro.
Okay, thank you, bud.
All right, appreciate it. Have a good night, man. So as I told you guys, that's my good friend Crip. I know you guys see him week in and week out in the chat. He comments on every single video that I post. He's in every live stream. Doesn't miss a single stinking one. With the 45-13 prediction, I like it, Crip. My man, I'm happy you got to call in, bro. NC County boy killer. Are you an NC State fan? All right, guys, if you want to call in, phone line's wide open. Right up there in the corner of your screen. Let's go. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Hey, Coop, how are you? This is Christian.
I'm doing pretty good. What's going on, Christian? How you doing tonight?
Not much. Just borrowing a friend's phone to give you a call.
I got you. Sounds good, man. So let's talk about this game a little bit. How you feeling? Are you confident going into the NC State game? Coming off of a bye week road game for this Miami team?
I mean, we should beat them. I mean, I'm not going to underlook any team. You know, I'm going to be smart. You know, any team can win it any day. You know, Georgia Southern beat Florida.
Yeah.
How many years back? They still beat them.
Yeah. Anything can happen. Anybody can beat anybody unless you're UTEP. But otherwise, you know.
I mean, even UTEP, you know, can win at any time.
Yeah,
You know,
you
catch 'em on a
definitely
good day.
always have to respect every opponent and prepare just as hard week in and week out. And especially for this Miami team. I mean, again, under Manny Diaz with losing every game coming off of a bye week, it's super important to get the dub in this game and to not go in sleeping on the NC State team. Again, when you look at these two teams, when you match them up, I don't see many categories that I would put NC State ahead of Miami, especially with Leary being out with the broken leg. But as you said, got to respect them, of course, always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually, I've been listening in quietly, but what's it called? I heard there's some NC State fans in the chat.
There's at least two. I don't know if there's any more than that, but there are at least two NC State fans, and I'm so happy to see them. Yeah, they do, and I honest to God, I'm very surprised. I don't think I saw one comment on the preview video, so I'm surprised. And I'm hoping that one of them wants to call in tonight. That'd be pretty dope, honestly.
No, it would. It would. I'm looking forward to that. But, quickly, I just wanted to give my score prediction. I'm going to think it's going to be a little bit closer than a lot of people have been thinking.
Okay.
The score, and if everyone can hear me, I hope. Can you check to see if anyone can hear me? Because I want them to hear this.
Yeah. Can you guys hear Christian? If you can just give me a yes. Matt Huffines, what's going on, man? I'll give him just a moment to respond, Christian.
Okay. Sorry, dude.
You know, there's always that little delay in what I say, and then once it goes through the interwebs and flows out to the people. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like they can. I'm getting some yeses.
Okay. All right. So, my score right now is going to be similar to yours, but I think it's going to be 27-30. Miami wins.
Ooh, so a close one, a 3-point victory.
In overtime.
Oh, in overtime. Okay, so now I know why you wanted everybody to hear it.
This is what it takes to wear the U on the side of your helmet.
I think
Miami 24, NC State 14. Miami gives up another TD to a Tay 7th week in a row.
I'm just being honest. So, I mean, they do have quite the team. I'm going to be real with you.
And you said we can't overlook what? I'm sorry, I missed that first part.
I mean, we can't overlook that NC State has had some first-round picks.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, so they have high talent, and they still do. Their running back is extremely fast. I've watched them this season. That's how I know this. Their running back is actually extremely fast, and they have some really good receivers. So I mean, yeah, our defense needs to play good. If not, we're gonna lose.
And I mean,
I'm just being real with you.
They do have some decent victories so far this season. They've played in a lot of close games. If you look at it, I have the games pulled up currently. I mean, they beat Wake Forest early in the season, but it was only a 3-point game. Then, of course, losing to Virginia Tech. But Pitt, they only won by 1 point. They did take care of business pretty handedly against Virginia. Duke was only an 11-point victory, so still kind of close, then got stomped by UNC. So they do have a couple of close victories against those ACC opponents that they got earlier this season. So now, again, keeping in mind, though, that was with Leary as their quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how this guy, how Hockman plays against Miami.
Okay, so that guy reminds me a lot of Brad Kaya.
Oh, Hockman, the quarterback for NC State?
Yes. You remind me a lot of Brad Kaya.
Yeah, 6'2", 200 pounds, Florida State transfer. Again, I know I kind of poked fun at him. I was saying, he's thrown more interceptions than touchdowns, but he's got fairly limited snaps so far this season. 70 passing attempts. So.
Yeah. All right, Coop. Well, that's really all I want to say. Guys, hopefully we get the W tomorrow. But you know what? Either way, it's all about you, baby.
Hey, Christian, I appreciate you calling in, man, with the 30-27 prediction, Miami victory in overtime. Christian, have a good night, man. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I actually have one last thing to say, Coop.
All right.
There was someone who said they have a surprise for you, Coop. I want to give you kind of, well, first of all, I want to thank you for everything that you do, just not only for us, but for the football community. Being a voice out there. Now also I want to, real quick, just give you, if my card is working by the end of tonight, I'm going to give you a $500 donation.
Nope. That is absolutely unnecessary. I thank you so much, Christian, for the offer. But that is definitely not something that you need to do, man. Take that, and I'm going to tell you what. Take that and buy yourself something nice. How about that?
Okay.
We got a deal?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good, man. We'll virtual shake on it. We'll virtual shake on it. You take that and you buy yourself something nice. That means a ton to me that you would offer something like that. And I believe you. You're a man of your word. You would do it. And that's why I say take that and do something for yourself, man.
All right, my friend. Well, God bless. Good night, all right?
Hey, Christian, have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. I appreciate you calling in, Christian. Definitely, yeah. Predicting a close game, 30-27, and I mean that. I know I have a lot of people who are like, "Oh, Coop's trying to play the nice guy. He's trying." No, bro. I'm like, there are people here that are more than generous enough that donate to me and purchase the merch and share the videos and stuff. Man, that you never feel obligated to donate that kind of money, bro. That's crazy, man. Thank you for the offer, though. I'm serious. Due to COVID, only top 2 teams make it. Exactly, Cass. Yep. No divisions, all one lumped ACC. Everybody together. Brevin is hungry. Matt Huffines, it's good to see you, man. I hope that we can get Brevin Jordan some touches, man. Hopefully. I'm a big fan of Will Mallory, but Jordan, man, it's time for that big comeback game. Right? Can we get an NC State fan to call in? Somebody asked if there's going to be any players missing due to COVID for Miami. Yes. Do I know how many? No. Do I know which ones? Nope. Sure don't, but there will be some. What's going on? Who we got on the line tonight?
It's all about the U83.
All about the U83. What's going on, man? So I guess I definitely don't need to ask. You are not an NC State fan. I already know who you are. Those of you who don't know who you are, they're going to know by the name what team you're rooting for. So how's your confidence level on a scale of 1 to 10 going into this game, Miami versus NC State, on the road off a bye week?
Maybe a 5 or 5.5.
Ooh, so not very confident.
No.
Is it the bye week? Is that what it is?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, understandable. I mean, it's one of those things that until the team and this coaching staff can prove otherwise that they're properly prepared and can get a dub coming off of a bye week, I would get fans being kind of iffy on this game. I get it.
Yeah.
So, if your confidence level is kind of in the middle there, I guess honestly we could just hop right into it. There's no reason not to. What are you feeling score wise for the game?
It's gonna be a close game. I will have Miami winning 28-27.
Ooh, so this one even closer prediction, a 1-point victory for the Canes. Okay. I mean, again, as we said, it is off of a bye week. It is on the road. Mid-50s for the temperature, which, again, is a little chilly for Coop. But many people are saying it's perfect football weather. I guess it depends on who you ask. But still got, I'm guessing that was 28-27 Miami with the victory?
Yes.
Okay. So still got Miami getting the dub, just a close one. I guess at the end of the day, again, a win is a win. We'd like to see some big victories. But if it came down to a win or a loss, we're taking the win every time, of course. So, hey, man, all about the U83. Appreciate you calling in, bro. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for the live hangout, man.
Okay.
Hey, appreciate you calling in, man.
No problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, so another close one. Honestly, I am kind of surprised. Again, I realize it. I'm going to sound like a broken record here with the bye week and everything at NC State. But I didn't expect so many close score predictions. Bye week scare us for some reason. I mean, under Manny Diaz, yes. Absolutely. I don't know if it's a preparation thing. I don't know if it's a mindset. I really honestly can't put a finger on it, Cass. I don't really know. So Lenoris is saying Miami 56, North Carolina, or NC State 13. So a big victory for Miami. Okay. I can get down with that, Lenoris. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Hi, it's Alejandro.
Alejandro?
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I called for the Louisville last time.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway. Yeah, so I just want to kind of get right into it.
Okay, let's do it. We can do that.
All right, so I got the Kings winning 42-28.
Okay, putting up some serious points. That actually second highest points for Miami tonight with the predictions. Crip said 45. We got you with the 42. So you've got the offense putting up some serious points on that NC State defense.
The reason I feel like that's going to happen is because we got Brevin back.
That's true.
Right?
Yep.
And I feel like we're going to get the running game back where it was at the start. I feel a big game for Cameron Harris.
Man, bro, I would love to see it. If you were here at the beginning of the stream before it dropped, that was something that I kind of focused on. I pulled him up. We looked at his stats. I can pull it up again where he kind of, like, not putting it all on him because obviously the O-line has had its struggles, but, had some monster games, 100, 150-plus yard games rushing, and then now it's been 25 and 30 yards a game. And him tweeting about kind of feeling disrespected because I think, at least it's the way many Canes fans interpreted it, is, some of these younger guys getting snaps over him. So it would be huge for Cameron to step up and for the O-line to perform well and for him to have ideally 100-plus rushing yards tomorrow night would be huge for him. And it would be great for his confidence, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mike Harley's going to have a big game. I feel like he's going to start being more consistent because the last 2 weeks I've liked what we've seen from him.
Yeah, hopefully he's turned the corner. And honestly, if maybe he could even be kind of the leader in that wide receiver group. I was hoping that it would be Pope, but if it has to be Harley, that's fine too. Any of these guys, I don't care which one it is. I don't care if it's a guy that even has seniority, if it's one of the freshmen, it don't matter. But Mike Harley did show in the last game that he could be that guy if he would just step up and play that way consistently week in and week out. I agree.
Well, yeah, like how you said about him stepping up to be the leader, I feel like it's evident. Like, I don't know if you saw the post game, but he had said that they were slacking in practice.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
And some people took that in like the worst way possible. I saw something about like Canes fans that were like telling him like he shouldn't be talking bad about his team like that. But he wasn't talking bad. He was just pointing out the obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to address those things and bring it to the light to get better. Even if it means calling people out, calling yourself out, calling for others to step up, whether it be players, coaching staff, whatever. If we're going to get better, we got to address these things. That's why I always talk about I'm perfectly fine on this channel with constructive criticism. I don't know if you saw my De'Aaron King video where I talked about the Canes fans that are wanting to bench him and stuff. Like, constructive criticism is fine, and it's good because we need to be shooting for the stars and pushing for the players and the coaching staff to do better week in and week out. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like just straight hate. That's what kind of makes me mad. But otherwise, the constructive criticism is perfectly fine.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. And I have NC State putting up 28 points, but honestly, I don't think they can hang with us like that. I just think that the reason why they'll put 28 points is because I feel like we're coming off of a bye, and their running game is actually not bad. Their starting running backs Sullivan Knight averages 5.9 yards a carry.
Yeah, which I mean is
and
not.
Then Ricky.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Ricky Person Jr. is another running back of them that gets 4.6 yards a carry, which isn't like great, but like it's good. It's enough.
Yep. Yeah, and like you said, I mean, I could see them putting up some points. I've got, I had to remind myself, 13. Because, I mean, I still think when you see, I mean, I've said this before, obviously. We know how it is. We know the roller coaster of emotions we can go through with Miami when it comes to games. But when you look at these two teams on paper and statistically speaking and watch the tape, we should be better in almost all categories matching up against this team. But does the game actually play out that way? That could be a totally different story.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. But it's just everything. I have a good feeling about it. I feel like with them averaging, I think they average 34. I might be wrong. Like 34. Their defense allows 34 points a game. Yeah,
they're at it to be. If you want to be like spot on, ESPN has them at 34.2. So yeah, 34 points per game average. I promise that. I mean, obviously, I look at all the stats, but of course, I put Miami at 34. It wasn't because of that specific stat. There are a lot of factors that went into that. I just noticed that when you said that.
Yeah, I just feel like we were capable of more on offense, and I feel like this is really gonna get momentum, I guess. I feel like we lost a lot of it on Clemson because they like a lot of Miami fans were expecting like, oh, we're gonna come in here and beat Clemson and claim our spot in the playoffs. Like that, it's not that simple. The team hasn't lost a game since like the national championship and before that year.
Yep. Well, and one thing that's going to be interesting that I haven't heard anyone mention yet tonight is, if I'm not mistaken, Let me just double check this. I don't believe that NC State has lost a home game yet this season. Let me look. I mean, anybody feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that NC State is actually undefeated at home so far this season. So that would be really big for Miami to travel to Raleigh and beat them on their turf when they have not lost a game at home so far in the 2020 season. That'd be big time.
Yeah.
And they're going to be looking to come back with a vengeance because, of course, after they traveled to North Carolina, did the QB hokey pokey a little bit, kind of got stomped. I mean, they put up 21 points, but UNC putting up 48. They're going to be looking to come back and play hard because a lot of people talked them up. And now they're going to be back at home on their turf where they're undefeated. So they're going to fight Miami big time.
Yeah. I'm really, I feel really good about it. Like, it's, I mean, obviously, like, you got to give credit to the team because the team, NC State has been playing good this year.
Yeah.
They showed, like, a lot of promise, but I feel like their quarterback was their, like, the glue that was keeping them together, if that makes sense.
Leary was a big part of it, absolutely. And that's kind of what pushes me over a little bit with the confidence level where I really feel like Miami should take care of business in this matchup, honestly.
Yeah.
But Alejandro?
I feel like, oh, sorry. I feel like the team is just, like, ready for this. And they're going to break the narrative that they're going to lose after every bye week.
Yep. Hopefully this is the time where Canes fans, we say that and we're confident in it and the team actually comes out and makes it happen. So, Alejandro, man, 42-28 with a pretty confident score prediction with the Canes, but also respecting NC State and what they're capable of. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in tonight, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for the big game, bro.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure. I'm currently quarantined, so.
Sounds good. You got plenty of time, right?
All right. Yeah,
all right.
I got all the time in the world. I started an Instagram page for the Canes the other day. Like, I had nothing to do.
Heck yeah, what's it called?
All right. It's Category 5 News.
What, Category 5 what? I didn't catch the last part.
Category 5 News.
Category 5 News. All right, man, I'll have to give it a follow. Appreciate you calling in. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep, I'll see you too. Bye.
All right, have a good one. All right, so we got time for a few more calls. If you guys want to get it in, I know tonight was kind of weird, guys. I wouldn't say botched or completely jank because those of you just tuning in, the stream actually froze about half an hour into it, wasn't it, guys? 45 minutes into it. And we had to restart the stream, and a lot of people didn't come back after that. It was just kind of a weird scenario. And I made a lot of people angry because I told them if they don't like well-done steaks, we're not friends anymore. So that kind of created a wedge between – I'm just playing, guys. That is actually what happened, but you guys are still my friends. It's okay. Luckily, we don't eat the same steak, right? I get to order my own. So you order yours the way you want, and I order mine the way I want. No biggie. No skin off my back, right? What's going on, Dante? It's good to see you, man. I hope that Cameron steps up, bro. I hope so bad. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Oh, Marco.
Marco, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Good.
Good deal.
I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
So throughout the years with Miami, we haven't had good offensive line. How do you think they played this year?
I mean, it's kind of a weird loaded question because obviously there's so many areas that they do need to improve, but some of my answer would depend on, I guess, which year we're comparing it to, or we're just talking about the O-line in and of itself on its own. If you want to talk about compared to last season, I actually think that the O-line has improved quite a bit. Again, there is a lot of room for growth there. I know that the coaching staff has kind of shuffled some players around a little bit with the O-line throughout the season so far. But overall, again, with the run game, it's still been kind of rough this year. It started out strong, but then got to some tougher opponents and they struggled. But I do think they have played better. I will say, it's so tough to say this because people are going to take it out of context. Overall, I've been pretty impressed with their play. It's still not where it needs to be, trust me. And they have still struggled. But overall, especially if you were to compare it to last season, they've been okay. I know that's kind of a weird, vague way for me to answer it, but that's kind of where I'm at.
I got another question for you, too.
All right.
So De'Aaron King, after the Clemson game has really went down, what do you think is like the point of that, or like what's happening to him because of that?
I think some of it could be. It could be a couple of things, bro. I think maybe the Clemson game could have maybe got in his head a little bit and knocked his confidence level down slightly because obviously, you know, we were undefeated going into that game. We were like, this year's different. I know a lot of us were trying to be a little more realistic. I myself predicted a loss for that game, but had it a little bit closer than that. But I think that it kind of takes you down a notch, and then you're in your head, you're kind of like, man, like we put in all that work and we felt like this was it. And then you realize that you're not quite to that level yet. So it could kind of hurt your pride a little bit, maybe bump your confidence down slightly. But then I also think that he's not had a whole lot of help from the wide receivers. He struggled with his deep ball a little bit. His accuracy's been off at times, absolutely. But again, it was a very weird offseason. And I do think that COVID does play a part with that, with the limited practices and stuff. But the wide receivers definitely haven't helped him. So I think it's maybe slightly a little bit of a confidence thing and some of the limited practices and things in the offseason. I think that he could improve greatly between now and next season if he were to come back, since he would still have that year of eligibility. I think he could look quite a bit better and improved in the 2021 season, honestly. Now, unfortunately, he's not going to grow 3 or 4 more inches because I think he's 5'9" on a good day, even though he's listed at 5'11". But that's what I would sum it up to personally.
All right, I got one more question.
All right.
Do you think Rousseau's going to go in the draft, or is he going to stay one more year?
He'll go in the draft. I don't know. A lot of people were saying Rousseau in the first round. I don't know. I understand that he has potential, but I don't know. I don't know if I would put Rousseau as a first rounder. But I do think that he would go to the NFL though, and I do think that a team will pick him up.
All right. Thank you so much. That's all the questions I have right now.
No problem, Marco. Do you want to give it? You don't have to. You don't have to if you just wanted to call to give some questions. Do you want to give a score prediction on the game tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's hear it.
My prediction is Miami 31, NC State 21.
21. All right. I wanted to give you an opportunity, as I do with many others, to come back and be like, I told y'all so. I said 31-21. Look at the score. That's what it was. So you could come back and brag a little bit, right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, Marco, appreciate you calling in, bro. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys, we got 10 more minutes. I actually have to end at 9:30 tonight. So if you guys want to get in, Bergie's trying to call in. Looks like Hurricane Logan's trying to call in. I got 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes lightning round. Let's get it. Let's go. We got Hurricane Logan in the building. My man, Hurricane Logan. What's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty. I thought I was reading this. Somebody said 120-0 Fork NC State. I thought that was you, but that's actually your message right above that. So
no, I'm not on drugs tonight.
Oh, not the 120 to nothing that Crip's feeling. Oh man. So how are you feeling about this? I'll be honest with you. I haven't felt the best this week, so I haven't been jumping around to other channels to see what people were saying and thinking and whatnot. I haven't been really on Twitter much or anything, so I don't have any idea how you're feeling about this game.
Well, I mean, I think we're actually on the same page on that. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, and I've really narrowed my YouTube viewing. I just watch usually T2Y and Junior and the Big Dog and you.
Okay.
That's about it. And Wholesome, of course. Can't forget my man Wholesome. But moving forward, I don't know how to feel about the game because of our bye week record under Manny Diaz. So I think it's just something that I think we're all going to know how the game's going to play out after probably our first 2 drives. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's going to be like one of those, okay, we need to wait till second half adjustments. I think with it being a bye week and us clearly being better than NC State, we're going to know after probably the first 2 drives of our offense and defense what the score or game is going to look like.
Fair enough. And I hope and pray that the words out of my mouth after those first 2 drives are not, oh no, here we go again. Because it's easy enough to sit back, honestly, and like you said, I think we're in the same boat. It's easy enough to sit back and be like, well, this is an improved team. The first bye week was against Clemson, so of course we dropped that one. So we're definitely taking care of business here. The bye week curse is over. We'll handle it. It's easy to sit back and say that. It's totally different for it to actually happen, because it seems like as Canes fans for years we're always like, well, this one's different, right? It's going to be fine this time. We're going to take care of it, but we're going to have to actually take care of it on the field and come out swinging to beat NC State.
Exactly. And, I mean, even I understand Clemson's Clemson, but when you look at how we came out against Clemson after a bye week, I mean, how many offsides were on defense that killed the drives that we could have stopped? We still played bad against Clemson. Like, we shouldn't have played that bad after a bye week.
Yep.
Just looking at Miami.
Still
and how Miami played.
Poorly prepared. And, I mean, other people, too, another thing that we haven't mentioned is NC State is also coming off of a bye week, correct? Let me double check. Yeah. So NC State has also had a bye week. So they're undefeated at home in 2020, and they've also had an extra week to prepare, which in most scenarios for the majority of teams, a bye week, an extra week to prepare would be considered a good thing. We're just not used to it, at least for the last 2 years.
Exactly. That's correct. And one thing I hope to see in this game is that we can get a running game established.
Yes,
and
please.
I hope to see that if it can't happen with Rooster or Cam, I hope that if we see better things out of Chaney, then we play Chaney.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't need to be one of those, oh, well, we have these backs and they're all good enough to start. No, it needs to be quit talking about practice. You need to play the people who are making plays in the game.
Yep.
Period.
I agree. And I don't care about seniority or any of that mumbo jumbo.
No, I mean, I kind of did. And I mean, I didn't care as much as I did care, if that makes sense.
Right. No, I see what you're saying.
Mike Harley said last game, I don't care about seniority.
Right.
Because our seniors just aren't accountable.
So what are you thinking then about this game? We talked about, of course, all of the bad things coming into this game that make it look not in our favor to a lot of fans of opposing teams. But NC State, of course, starting quarterback broke his leg a few weeks ago. They didn't look that great in the UNC game. Played the QB hokey pokey a little bit, but they've settled on the Florida State transfer. What are you thinking?
Personally, with me, I think that we're a better team. I mean, I don't think that. I think we're a better team than NC State. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing that I get sick of is, I don't know about you guys, but I constantly watch these press conferences. Anytime Canes All Access posts press conferences, I watch them, right?
Me too, yeah.
It gets frustrating. I understand that there's always going to be coaching talk, but it gets frustrating to hear these coaches constantly just hype up our opponents. You know what I'm saying? Like, our coaches never sit there and say that these are things that we can exploit, or we're better here, we're better there. It's always, oh, well, they're really good there. They got long guys here. It's just like, man, I feel like we could go against Bethune-Cookman tomorrow, and they would be like, well, you know, they got some really good long guys in the secondary. It's just like, come on, man. Like, that gets old. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Miami always plays up to their competition. And if you watch the press conferences, that's the reason why. Because whoever it is at the coaching level puts that in those kids' minds. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with coming into a game humble and not overlooking them. But at the same time, like, come on. Seriously.
Yeah, and I've tried to figure out because I know exactly where you're coming from. I know last year fans were so sick and tired of the 10-minute speech after we lost a game talking about how good the other team was, and like I said, then the pregame stuff that would happen. I can't figure out if that's just this staff we have, if it's all coaching staff for the most part, if it's just a product of we're in 2020 and honestly I don't know what it is because I don't watch a lot of other teams pre and post game stuff. Mostly I just focus on Miami, so I honestly just don't know.
Yeah, so believe it or not, I actually always do that, and it's kind of entertaining to hear. I mean, if you're stuck on Miami and then you finally jump into Clemson's post games or whatever post game conference it might be, it's just different the way they carry themselves. Miami, it's like, oh, well, they're really good at this, and people don't look at that. Any other team, it's like, we didn't do a good job here. We should have done better here. And that's what led into the post-conference or the press conferences today or the other day was with Blake Baker. He's like, oh, this is one of the best O-lines we're going to see all year. Dude, are you serious? You're already making excuses for your defensive line that's really talented.
I mean, I see what you're saying.
He's making excuses for his play calling. That's
That's unacceptable, man. We played Clemson. Clemson has 5-star offensive line backups that would start over NC State starters. So, it's ridiculous to hear about that stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, I see exactly where you're coming from, and it's funny that you bring it up because I've questioned that and thought about it, but never really dove into the topic or anything. Yeah, Bergie says, do you think they talk to the team like that in the locker room?
Exactly, and that's a big, big, big deal because people don't understand the game of football and what confidence and motivation do for you during a game. It's huge.
Oh, it's absolutely.
Probably 50% of your play.
I told you that story. I know you've heard it of when, I'll make it quick, when I played high school and we played the Maryville Rebels, the team that always wins. We already lost that game in our head before we even came out onto the field. And we did. We got our booties kicked. And we were a pretty good football team. I'm not just trying to talk it up. I didn't even start that game, so I'm not trying to hype it up for that. But they already beat us in our mind before we even took the field, 100%. And it did absolutely play a part in the outcome of that game.
Exactly, man. And that's, man, I can't tell you, even when I played high school ball, I sit there and you just have this mindset, right? And you're just like, damn, when people get in your head and you can't sit there and either block the noise out or have the leaders or whether it be coaches or players around you to keep your mindset of what you believe in and what you want to do, when that comes into your head, man, the game's over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because then now the opponent's in your head. You can't even focus on what you were doing all week in practice, and it's like, oh, well, here we go. Now it's going to be a mess. People are going to be lost. It's going to be undisciplined. There's going to be penalties. It spirals. It's a spiral effect.
So after all of that, everything being said, what's your score prediction for the game, Hurricane Logan?
So I hate to say it, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. If I can make a score prediction, so let's be honest here. There's two ways of this. Actually, there's probably three. If Miami comes out and plays Miami football, which I don't think we've seen since probably Notre Dame, because Notre Dame wasn't a terrible opponent. But I can't really say Florida State was good, so I can't bring up that Miami football, whatever. So if we come out and play Miami football, we should beat them by a comfortable probably 17 points, right? Okay. That's now, fair. If we come out undisciplined and, oh, my God, false starts, oh, there goes targeting. Now we're lacking depth, and Frierson's got to volunteer to be a safety. It's either we win by 17-plus comfortably or it's about a 7-point or less game.
Yeah, I don't think there would be any way, even if we didn't play well, the NC State would come out and embarrass us or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
But we would have to be careful. We wouldn't want to slip up and play undisciplined football and sleep on them after a bye week at home. So, yeah, I see where you're coming from, 17-plus or more victory if we get the dub, or if NC State did get the victory, it would be around a touchdown or so or be a close game. I got you.
Exactly. And it's just,
I mean, I don't know about you, like when you watch the games, but you can just see the first drive, whether it's on defense. Sometimes defense,
Yeah.
you get it because you have to make adjustments. But offense it just shows, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be that damn kind of game.
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
feel
be a
you.
long, frustrating game. And I hope that doesn't happen, man. I just want to come out and us just play good football,
Yep.
disciplined good football.
I'd like to feel good tomorrow night and get the win. That way I can actually enjoy the other games on Saturday and just sit back and watch them unfold with a smile on my face. That'd be nice.
Exactly. And the stretch of our schedule is difficult, man. It's not an easy stretch. People are saying, that this is easier than the first half. I mean, but besides Clemson, it's not. It's really difficult because you got Virginia Tech, you got NC State, you got North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? And we just need to play Hurricane football. We don't need to sit there and play down to their competition. We need to play our ball, and I think we'll be okay if we do.
Yep. I think so. Hey, Hurricane Logan, I'm going to jump off here. I got to end the stream a little bit earlier tonight than normal. So appreciate you calling in, as always.
Call, man.
Yeah, always a pleasure hearing from you, man. I always look forward to it. And hopefully I'll see you stopping in tomorrow night, and we'll be cheering and celebrating.
Tomorrow night, I will not be sober, and I usually try to avoid shows when I'm not.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Take care, Coop, and I hope you feel better.
Hey, appreciate it very much, man.
Later, bro.
All right, have a good one. All right, guys. I know there are more people that want to get in, and I would absolutely love to get you in. We've got some first-time callers that want to call. NC, Country Boy Killer, Bergie. I always love to get Bergie in. But I've actually got some things I have to take care of after the stream, and I had to end, like my cutoff's got to be at 9:30 on the dot, and it's already 9:32, so I'm a little bit past. If you guys want to give your score predictions in the chat, I'll at the very least read them out so you can be like, I told you so. Baby Shaq, what's good, man? He says, the most likely outcome is a loss if you go by percentages and tendencies of Manny teams. I can respect that. I see exactly where you're coming from, Baby Shaq. If they actually put in work in the bye, they will win by 10. Okay, I got you. You're right. And if you look at the team and what we've done in the past, you're absolutely right, 100%. And like I said, if you look at these two teams statistically and you watch the tape, you line them up side by side, I'm like, okay, Miami wins in this category. Miami wins in this category. Miami wins in this category. It's all the way down. Miami should be the better team. Keyword on should. Because you look at the way we've performed off of bye weeks under Manny Diaz. This team has to come in focused. NC State has not lost a game at home in 2020. I realize the circumstances aren't perfect. They're without their starting quarterback. But, man, we have to come out swinging. We have to respect this team. And I think we're going to have to come out. We say it week in and week out. But we've got to come out and punch them in the mouth, put them in a bad situation where they're kind of scrambling and they're like, oh, crap, our game plan, you know what, bro, is not going to work. And then we come out and then we put our foot on the gas and take them out, man. Hey, Colton, it was good to see you, man. Bergie says 42-25. So the offense kind of clicking, right, Bergie? I like that. I like it. Made in Day 305 says 34-3 Canes. That'd be, man, I'd love that score. I would be pretty happy with that. NC State's backup QB looks legit, way better than I don't know. I don't know, AJS. I'm not too hype on him, to be honest. NC Country Boy Killer, man, I would have loved to have got you in tonight. Typically, I stream for another half hour. I just had something come up tonight. So, Swag Money, what's going on, man? We're about to wrap it up. Let's see. Got a high school game tomorrow, and we need a win to be a 10 seed for the playoffs. Good luck, man. What position do you play? That's awesome, Porg. It's all about you, 83. Thanks for calling in tonight, man. Thank you so much, everybody who called in tonight. Top dono on the day is Bergie. Bergie, I wish I could get you in, man. I'm sorry. But we'll see about that score prediction, the 42-25, man. We got Crip in. It was an awesome night with the phone calls. Thank you guys for sticking with me, even though the internet did kind of weird and the connection dropped at one point on the stream. And we dove right back into it, and we still took some phone calls and had a good time in the short stream. NFL Production says 31-21 Miami. Corey Gray says 42-27 Miami. What else we got? Greg with 31-17 Miami victory. Hugh Jazz has 31-24 Canes. AJS says 27-24. I don't know who wins. Fair enough, man. Let's see. 27-23 to you. Corey Gray with a 42-27. Colton 38-17. I mean, obviously, guys, not obviously, honestly, we're all kind of in that similar kind of, right? We're all dancing around within maybe 7 to 10 points here, 7 to 10 points here, give or take a little bit. But me, I'm standing by my 34-13. I'm pretty confident in this one, honestly. We're undefeated when it comes to predictions so far this season. 6-0 with the predictions, because unfortunately we did predict a loss for Clemson. Haven't gotten the scores exactly right, but we're just going for wins and losses. So your position is kicker. Nice, man. Heck yeah. I wish, honestly, I would have been a kicker in high school instead of wide receiver. I probably could have seen a lot more playtime, to be honest. So, guys, to wrap it up, once again, I know I've said it 10 times this stream. The limited edition Don't Be a Fan Later shirt, once again, is up. I promise you, it ain't about the money. You can say whatever you want. I'm telling you that I'm trying to get it into as many hands as possible, because the day after, just watch, guys. Just watch. The day after that shirt is no longer for sale, so December 1st, there will be someone in the comment section that will say, Coop, I don't see the shirt for sale. The Don't Be a Fan Later shirt. Now, I promise you it'll happen. So you've got till the end of November to order one if you want it, and they're gone forever. I'm trying to keep it limited edition, a special little club of, a handful of Miami Hurricanes fans who own them. I promise you'll love it if you order it, but no pressure, all right? You ordered a shirt, Coop. Bergie, which color, bro? Which color? Let me know, and then we're wrapping it up. So what I'd like to get, running back. You played running back in high school? That's awesome, man. I wasn't big enough. I would have got destroyed as a running back. Honestly, I can't believe they let me take snaps at safety, even though it was scout team defense. I can't believe it, man. I made some plays. I had some interceptions in practice, believe it or not. Coop was pretty quick back in the day. Not so much anymore. I'm 31 now, man. I'm old, bro. So what I'd like to see to wrap up the stream, guys, first of all, once again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Measy757 with the $4.99 to wrap up the stream. Thank you, bro. Miami 24, NC State 14. Miami gives up another touchdown to a tight end 7th week in a row. I could absolutely see that, man. But also donations from 24/7 Canes, Danny Mercado, Bergie, and once again, Crip and John Bird. Military green, that's a good color, Bergie. You're going to like it, man. You're going to like it a lot. I'm serious. It's a good-looking shirt, man. So, let me see some hype for this. Like I said, I've been a little bit disappointed. Canes fans don't seem as hype. This game's huge, y'all. Give me some beat NC State in all caps. Let me see them. I'll see you tomorrow night for the live stream, 7:30, right here on the Coach Coop YouTube channel, all right? Let's take care of business, y'all. Go Canes.